Hello my fellow Smug ones, I hope you're all okay. Well, so far I've got Apple TV Plus, Discovery Plus, Disney Plus, and I think Netflix might be getting a little bit jealous with that because there's actually reports that they're considering launching a new NPlus service of their own. Let's begin. Okay, as many of you will know, I don't actually have a dedicated upload schedule, so the best way to see my videos, as soon as I put them online, is by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. Okay, this story is from Tech Radar, and it says Netflix could supercharge your streaming service with new NPlus service. To be honest, if it's supercharging anything, I bet it'll be their membership prices for that particular service, won't it? Anyway, Netflix is testing the waters with an exclusive inside server dubbed NPlus. That features behind-the-scenes content, podcasts, TV show playlists and more, according to reports from Protocol. Now, this seems a little bit of a money-getting game, really, doesn't it? Because it seems like every time Netflix wants to add a feature, they just want to put it behind an extra paywall, which is a little bit silly, really, because the idea is to get extra people onto your platform, isn't it? The streaming giant set out a survey to select users asking if they'd like to see the aforementioned features, referring to NPlus as a feature of online space where you can learn more about the Netflix shows you love and anything related to them. Yes, but we don't want to pay extra for that. They're your shows, and surely a better idea would be to let subscribers access the behind-the-scenes content for free, and that way it'd even be promoting your programs or films a lot better, wouldn't it? Speaking with Protocol, a Netflix representative stated that the survey was one of its many efforts to gauge the audience's response to features and changes it's considering introducing. So we don't have any concrete details on when this service may launch, or indeed even if it will. I've got a feeling it will, and it's probably only just a matter of time, isn't it? I mean, at the moment, their current Netflix premium price is $14.99, I think. So if they introduce a Netflix Plus service, it could actually end up reaching $19.99, which is nearly as much as Sky TV, isn't it? Although hopefully they won't price it that high because it will be a contender for one of the most expensive streaming services about, won't it? And also, coincidentally, the most cheapest one, because you can still get their basic pack for £5.99 a month, can't you? Which is what I'm on, by the way. Which, according to a lot of people, means I'm tight. But I think it actually means I'm brilliant with money. Anyway, among the proposed features is the ability for users to create custom playlists containing TV shows they curate, and with the ability to share these playlists with other Netflix subscribers. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Oh, I'd love to pay an extra couple of quid for that a month, wouldn't you? It's a bit silly, really, in my opinion. This idea could even extend to showcasing the music featured in said shows, allowing for custom soundtrack-esque playlists to be made. This could appear as an NPlus feature alongside Netflix-curated behind-the-scenes content, user reviews, podcasts diving deeper into the show's production, in memoriam pages, and even the option for users to weigh in on planned pre-production shows ahead of their creation to see if they're worthwhile enough to launch on the platform. Which, that last one does sound quite good, doesn't it? You could actually have some input into it. Although, whether Netflix would actually take much notice on that is debatable, isn't it? Apparently their new Irregulars program, I haven't seen it myself, but apparently that didn't do too well. Although, if you think about it, Game of Thrones, I quite liked Game of Thrones, but the last series wasn't as great as the others, was it? So perhaps if we had the option to put a little bit of input into that, who knows, it might have actually been much more better than it was. So that last bit is quite a good idea. The last feature could create a system where the streaming giant gets a chance to gauge interest in its upcoming ideas without having to commit to the entire development process and the cost and time involved in it. So to be honest, it'd actually be saving them money and themselves. So you'd think that being the case, they would actually launch that bit for free, really. This trial by fire could just as easily be a boom as a curse. Plenty of successful series may not have looked so great on paper ahead of their development, but wound up becoming cult classics regardless. It'll come down to just how much weight Netflix would place in the user feedback section they gather. I think the problem Netflix will have here is because obviously we just pay a membership price for everything on Netflix, people will just say, yeah, show it to us, because we're not going to pay any extra for it, are we? More choice of programs to watch is better than less choice, isn't it? So it actually could be a bit of a hindrance to Netflix because it won't make much difference, will it? All of these proposed ideas are evidently part of the Netflix desire to expand its platform beyond a TV and movie streaming service, much like Spotify has done in the past, with its behind the lyrics sections, artist creations, podcast, audio integration and other multimedia exercises. However, there is no indication on whether this proposed new service would cost Netflix users more to access. To be honest with you, I think it probably will do. Netflix loves to put things behind paywalls, don't they? You've got the basic package, which has got standard def, then you've got more screens and high def for the next price up, and then you've got even more screens and 4K. So with every feature there is a paywall, so I think it's a certainty, if anything, that this will be behind another paywall, especially being called a Plus product. And although the chance to have an input in the shows does sound quite cool, I just can't see people paying extra to have that ability. But then again, I could be wrong. I mean, it has happened before once. No, I think I was right about that as well. Anyway, let me know what you think. Here are some of my other videos for you to watch next. If you're a legend, click that like button down there. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.